ready for the healing journey. If you're hearing these words, it's not by accident. You are ready to release the burdens that have weighed on your heart for so long. Ready to breathe a little deeper, slow down a beat, and open your heart to healing in your own way. Healing is not a race. No one can measure your progress but you. Every small step you take, every quiet moment you pause to listen to yourself, is an essential part of the journey. You don't have to be okay all the time. You don't have to be strong forever. Your presence alone is enough. Allow yourself to feel, to be sad, vulnerable, or silent. Embrace the wounded parts of you with gentleness. Rest when needed, and don't feel guilty for doing so. Sometimes it's in the stillness that you hear the call of renewal. You are returning to yourself, gently, deeply, and with love. Healing is a sacred journey, and you, who bravely walk this path, are worthy of every moment of peace. Healing is not a race. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't have to follow any fixed timeline or structure. It's a journey, slow, unique, and deeply human. No one walks the same path. There is no single destination. Every small step you take, whether it's one deep breath, one moment of stillness, or one tear you allow to fall, carries deep meaning. You don't have to rush to be okay. You don't need to prove your progress to anyone. You only need to be here, now, and accept yourself with all your weariness, wounds, and desire to heal. Be gentle with yourself. Walk slowly, because your heart has carried so much. Healing has no standards, no right or wrong. Some days you'll feel stronger. Other days, you may feel like falling apart. All of it is a natural part of recovery. Every time you choose to listen to yourself, to stay instead of run, is a meaningful step forward. You deserve peace, not when you're perfect, but right now, exactly as you are. Trust that even if you move slowly, you're still walking toward the light. And every step, no matter how small, is of great value. Listening to emotions, the journey back to yourself. Throughout life, we may have learned to suppress our feelings, to appear strong, calm, or positive, even when we're filled with inner chaos. But true healing doesn't come from denying emotions. It begins when you're brave enough to face what you feel, without avoidance or judgment. Let yourself feel sadness, anger, hurt, disappointment, or even not knowing what you're feeling. Every emotion is valid. They are not signs of weakness. They are messages from within, parts of you that need to be heard and loved. Meeting pain doesn't require strength, but tenderness. You can place your hand over your heart and say, "I'm here with you. I won't abandon you." That's when you begin treating yourself like a dear friend, one worthy of being held in their most fragile moments. We don't need to fix emotions. We just need to be present with them. Like waves, they rise and fall and fade on their own when we stop resisting. All they need is a safe space to exist within your compassionate heart. Believe this. You're not wrong for feeling deeply. You are simply human, learning to live truthfully. And in that honesty, healing begins. Learning to love and forgive yourself. There are moments when we look back and ask ourselves, why did I react that way? Why wasn't I stronger? Or I wish I'd done it differently. These questions often come with guilt, regret, and self-judgment. But the truth is, at that moment, you did your best, with what you knew, with the wounds you carried, and in the situation you were in. Healing is not just about forgiving others, it's about learning to forgive yourself. Forgiving the times you fell, forgiving the imperfect choices, forgiving the moments you didn't know how to love yourself. No one is born knowing everything, and you don't need to be perfect to be worthy of love and compassion. Self-love is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you treat yourself with tenderness, when you trust that your body and soul hold the wisdom to heal, you create the space for peace to bloom from within. You can start small, a kind word to yourself in the morning, a hug for your tired self, a guilt-free moment of rest. Remind yourself, I'm still learning, and I am worthy of love, even if I'm not perfect. Because with every breath, every heartbeat, you are moving toward the light, with faith, love, and forgiveness for yourself. Rest is also a form of healing. In a world that's always rushing, where achievement is often valued more than stillness, we easily forget that rest isn't laziness. It's a sacred, essential part of healing. Rest is how the body recovers, how the soul is cradled and renewed. And you don't need to feel guilty for needing to pause. We're taught that only when we work, contribute, or keep pushing forward do we have value. But the truth is, you are valuable even when you're simply breathing, lying still, allowing yourself to rest fully. Give yourself space to stop, to sit, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and do nothing. To hear your heartbeat, to feel each breath like a gentle song healing what hasn't yet been named. Rest is an act of love for yourself. It's how you say, I deserve care, not only when I've achieved something, but when I simply need nurturing. In that silence, your body restores, your mind calms, and your heart finds space to heal. You don't have to do everything today. You don't need to hold it all together every step of the way. Remember, pausing is not failing. Sometimes, rest is the most powerful step forward, helping you continue stronger and steadier, freeing yourself from the pressure to be strong all the time. You don't need to always be okay. You don't need to be strong every moment. You don't have to pretend or push yourself just to please others or prove that you're getting through it. Healing doesn't require perfection. It only asks for honesty, even if that means admitting that you're tired, hurting, or simply not ready. We were raised to believe weakness is shameful, that we're only worthy when we succeed, control emotions, or stay positive. But the truth is, you are human, not a machine. And being human means sometimes steady, sometimes fragile. And that's completely okay. Allow yourself to breathe, to step back, to be unfinished, because in that imperfection, you become real and closer to your true self. You don't need to explain why you're tired. You don't have to apologize for needing rest. Just accept this. You deserve to be held, even in your most not okay moments. Letting go of the pressure to have it all together or do it all is a major step in healing. Choose gentleness over pressure. Choose truth over pretending. Choose to be yourself, even if still in progress, because you don't have to be perfect to deserve love, understanding, and peace. You already are worthy, right now. Trusting the healing journey, even when you don't feel it. Some days you may feel like you're not making progress. Everything seems still. The pain remains and sorrow quietly lingers in your heart. You may start to wonder, am I really healing? The answer is yes. Healing isn't always obvious. Sometimes it happens quietly, like underground water nourishing roots we cannot see. You don't have to feel something big to know you're moving forward. As long as you're breathing, living, choosing to continue, the healing has already begun. Trust that even in your quietest moments, your body and soul are working. Every deep sleep, every time you let go of what no longer serves you, every slow breath, is a step toward inner balance and peace. There's no need to rush, no need to feel it all the time. Healing is a process, not a destination. Some days you'll feel lighter, some days heavier, and that's perfectly normal. Trust your natural rhythm. You're not lost, just moving slowly with purpose and meaning. Place your hand on your heart and remind yourself, I am healing, even if I can't yet see it. Every breath brings hope. Letting go of the past to move forward lightly. The past, with all its memories, pain, and mistakes, can sometimes weigh so heavily that it's hard to move on. But remember this, you are not defined by old stories. What's behind you is not the whole of who you are, just a chapter of your journey. Holding on to painful memories, regrets, or wounds only exhausts you and limits your possibilities in the present and future. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or denying. It means freeing yourself from what no longer serves you. You can't control everything that's happened, but you can choose how to respond and move forward. Releasing negativity, resentment, or fear is a powerful act, one that lightens the heart and creates space for peace, joy, and new beginnings. Imagine letting go of a heavy object pulling you underwater. When you release it, you don't lose. You gain freedom, lightness, and the ability to breathe deeply. Give yourself permission to be free from the past so you can focus on the present, on what you can change and create. You deserve a vibrant life, not one chained to old stories. Letting go is the first step toward moving forward, lighter, freer, and more whole. Healing is not just your journey alone. When you begin healing, you're not only doing it for yourself, you're opening a path for those who come after you. Every wound you heal, every challenge you face, not only improves your life, but also inspires and uplifts those around you. You are a pioneer, courageously facing inner challenges to create a safer space for others who are struggling. Your healing is a gift, a guiding light for those seeking peace and freedom in their hearts. Each time you choose forgiveness, release, or self-love, you help break the cycle of pain and limitation. You're not only liberating yourself, you're making way for future generations to live in a healthier, more compassionate world. Be proud of your journey. Even with its challenges, you are creating meaningful change, not just for yourself, but for your community and loved ones. Every step you take is a step forward for others on this same path. Healing is a transmission, a journey of connection, love, and hope, far beyond just you. True strength lies in healing. Many people mistake healing for weakness, as if it's a sign of giving up. But in reality, healing is a symbol of gentle strength, the strength of a soul that knows how to accept, forgive, and be patient with itself. When you face your inner wounds, you are showing deep, rare strength that not everyone has. Healing is not the easy path, but on it, you grow stronger, not by hardening, but by softening. You learn to listen to yourself, honor your feelings, and embrace your imperfections. This is the strength of truth, courage, and quiet resilience. With each healing experience, you're not just overcoming, you're becoming a wiser version of yourself. You understand the value of peace, self-compassion, and acceptance. True strength isn't just about fighting, it's about letting go, healing, and continuing to love yourself. Healing is transformation, from the inside out, helping you become stronger, softer, and more radiant. Be proud of the gentle power growing in you, day by day.